Hey, Corvita Raven here, hanging out with Mobile Geeks, and we're going to do a quick comparison with the Xperia Z1 Compact and the Moto X. So they're relatively in the same size. The Moto X is a little bigger because it has a much bigger display at 4.7 inches versus the Xperia Z1 Compact's 4.3-inch display, but they're both at 720p resolutions. The Compact has a better camera at 20 megapixels compared to the Moto X's 10 megapixel camera, but they're relatively shooting the same video resolutions at 1080p HD at 30 frames per second. The Z1 Compact sports a micro SD slot right over here, unlike the Moto X. So this brings the Z1 Compact's storage space up to 64 gigabytes versus the Moto X, which only goes up to 32 gigabytes at the end of the day. And the Z1 Compact also comes with a slightly bigger battery of only 2300 milliamps versus 2200 on the Moto X, which should translate to a slightly better battery life as well on the Z1 Compact. Android 4.3 is what the Z1 Compact is rocking. Moto X, however, has already gotten the 4.1 or 4.4 upgrade to Android KitKat. But Sony promises to deliver the 4.1 experience to the Xperia Z1 Compact soon enough. And where the Z1 Compact is exclusive to T-Mobile, the Moto X, on the other hand, is available on all carriers. Here it is on AT&T, but it's available for all the major US carriers, unlike the Z1 Compact. And Sony has been running with the Xperia line exclusive on T-Mobile for a while now, so that's something that's a bit of a trade-off. But other than that, they're relatively the same. And that about wraps up our quick comparison on the Moto X and the Sony Xperia Z1 Compact. From Mobile Geeks, live at CES.